Hi guys, welcome back. So you join me here on another adventure. We are in the beautiful little Spanish town of Algodonales. So I've come for a week with paragliding guide out here in Spain, arranged with three other, four including me, Thames Valley pilots. So a good opportunity for me to build some hours and develop some skills. Let's go. So after arriving, I had a little snooze and siesta this afternoon. We've just walked into town and I've got my first drink and met a couple of other pilots. So Richard's another one of the Thames Valley guys that's out here with it this week, and then this man almost lives out here, don't you, Thomas?
No.
He's been out here for 2 weeks and he's out for another 2 weeks. So he's going to be our guide and look after us and show us where to go. But weather's not looking great tomorrow, so a prep day. But we're just going to enjoy some local food and relax, get ready for when the good weather kicks in on Monday, hopefully. So just a short walk through town. Got the old paraglider on my back. So we're going to head to the garage and go and play with the harnesses before we head out tonight. Look at that lovely mountain behind us. So me and the guys have been playing around with the harness. We think we got it right. Just going to have a little look at a pod harness and wait for Nick, who is the expert, to come down. But we've read the manual and think we got it pretty much set up for me now, which is good. Thomas is just giving us a quick...
Here we have Algodonales at the bottom of the Elisa mountain with its two tips. Say that's the Poniente one, which is southwesterly facing, and westerly facing, and then we have the Levante. And the standard target to fly to is Ronda. And first step would be to leave the mountain, maybe follow a little bit alongside the road, and then to have twin peaks here. And if they work, you can proceed towards Monte Cordo Ridge, and then maybe a little bit back here to this, we call it Tabletop Mountain, and then you're basically a glide off towards Ronda.
Afternoon, so still day one. The sun's come out a little bit, but we're not flying today, so me and one of the other pilots have just grabbed one of the cars and we're just making our way up to the launch. So we made it to the top and there's Algo down there, so you can see the church about there, my fat finger. I'm not sure what that lake's called. Hang on, it's Lake that. I'm not going to pronounce it because I'll just get it wrong. So that's really cool. I'm not quite sure where the landing spot is, but we'll get a briefing on that tomorrow. So we're currently in a cloud, but this is the launch. So we are back from the top of one of the launches, and I just thought I'd go for a walk to get myself some exercise, but I'm not a good boy. Look at this. Well, that's ruined the exercise, hasn't it? But on the plus side, I am on holiday, so I deserve a little treat, don't I? Yeah, why not? Morning everyone. So we're going out flying and everyone's just stopped at the fountain to get the water for the day. So the mountain water. So we've just had our site briefing on the landing field. There's a nice power line there not to hit, and that's it in the van, back up to the top now. So we've just arrived at the top of launch. I think it's called Poniente, I don't know, I'll put it on screen, I've just got that wrong. And we're going to take off this way and then immediately fly round to the right, and the landing field's over there. Happy days.
Risk of hitting the fence. We're going to bring it off, weave it to the left, weave it to the left. So we don't want to hit that fence, hey? Over the fence. Good lad. bring it down on the fence. Good lad, well done. Nice, good decision. Oh, in the sink and brake to get over the fence. Good.
Well, better than me.
Nice, on your
Flying. Cool, so we've all landed. We're just having a non-alcoholic beverage. So there's the two guys, and then Vera and the guys at the back, and Nick the instructor.
A little point in between that we should find where we're using our, we have height, so we've got options.
You want me to bunch up?
No, it's not that. It's only 3:30, remember. We've got 5 hours daylight left. We can get a third flight in, possibly, but there may be a wait time when you're down there, just to warn you.
Did you say third flight? Okay, cool.
take control.
That was not a gentle landing. Okay guys, so second landing, there's me just all bunched up. I've got to be honest, I didn't pay enough attention to the windsock and I did a downwind landing. I come in fast, I thought, oh, this is fast. The flight was good though. I found some thermals, I stayed in them, I gained some altitude, really enjoyed that. Okay, so we have Ben A coming in for his landing. Hey, here comes Vera.
And everyone's looking on in amazement.
How good's that to have a bar in the landing field? So just got the guys a couple of drinks and they're working out whether we're going back up the top or whether we'll head to another site that's going to be a little bit more windy and thermic this afternoon. There's a lull now, so we might travel in that lull. You just missed the cheers. We've all just got to the restaurant for our beer after our 3 flights for the day. The best flight for the day. We all, I think it's I think it's fair to say we all had some good bits today and some funny bad bits as well. But I will add, you would have already seen my face plant in my second landing in the video by now. But great guys, really good flying today, and it's only going to get better all week. Morning, so Tuesday, day 2 of flying. There's Vera in the background. So we've all been for breakfast this morning, and more importantly, Fraser and Connor have turned up, so the rest of the Thames Valley crew are here. And we're off to, hang on 1 second. Where are we off to today, boss?
Who am I speaking to?
In the internet, the world.
El Bosque.
We're off to El Bosque and then the real boss down here. So we've made it to El Bosque. We've had our landing briefing at the bottom and the guys parked the van. I don't know if you can see it. There's Fraser. The guys parked the van at the bottom and they said, oh, now we've got a 10-15 minute hike up the last part of the mountain. Joy, oh joy. We are just sitting at the top of the launch now. Everyone's got ready. And we're just waiting for the thermals to start and the cycles to come through. Which coming from me is just hilarious because I'm normally right at the front, but I'm starting to try and learn to calm down a little bit and let my excitement. Vera just laughed because she knows. She's just like, yeah, whatever, Alan. We know you're just going to be jumping off the edge in a minute. Okay, here goes Connor from our club. Guys, how can you not tell me this is the best thing in the world? Look, I'm 2,300 foot above the ground, 3,162 foot above sea level. I'm about to for my first time. The mountains are behind me. Ah, this is just bloody amazing, guys. First cloud. I'm at 3,140 foot and 4,762 foot above sea level. I'm getting a little cold. What have we got? We have got 32 minutes. What a flight. Right, I'm going to push out into the sun now and warm up a little bit. Come on, how cool is that?
I think you'll get over the fence, but it's just not worth it. Go on then. I think he's forward. I'm just arriving. Yes, brilliant, Traugat. Okay, we came on down to the landfill because we just needed to go and make sure the big man AJ. Now that was really, really on the edge of the fence, eh?
No. I had to break it to slow it down.
You know, me and Alan, we don't have the best tickers in the world, and stress levels are something we need to manage, alright?
Oh, I need to warm up.
Yeah, me too. I'm completely frozen fingers and...
I really enjoyed that. There was a time that me and a vulture just did this beautiful little thermal together, and he took me all the way to base.
I hope you got that on the GoPro.
I hope so. I turned it off because I've got it one press record, one press. I did it 3 times to make sure I got it. Yeah. So I should have got it, but I think the battery only lasts 45 minutes. I bloody love that. So that's it. Most of us landed safely in the landing field, and the gang are just, all the paragliders are in the back of the van. We're all just having some lunch. Last guy's just putting his paraglider away. 2 guys landed out. One of them was Traugat. He has just come back, and that's why he's putting his glider away. And another guy, I don't know where he is. We're just going to find him on the tracker and go and get him. He's one of our guys, Robert. So we've got to go and find him, but he's landed away. And then we will go back to the magnificent mountain to take off again. The launch is... You probably can't see it, but there's 2 little peaks there, and it's kind of in between. But it was really thermic this afternoon, and it was hard to come down. Quite rough in the air, all very new for me, but some great experiences. Got lots of experience with my bar, and when it got rough on the bar, just gently come off. I did some big ears exercises because I made it to cloud base for the first time, and I needed to put my ears in to actually come out of the cloud. I was being sucked into the cloud. So yeah, big learning day today, and what a place to do it in. Okay, that's Connor, one of the other Thames Valley guys, and if I'm very quick, it's Fraser. And then Benno's girlfriend Vera, here she comes. Hey, good work Vera. And your day, buddy?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah? Nice evening flight?
Nice, floaty, very good.
Excellent, good work. And then the last Thames Valley pilot for the day, Robert. Bingo. Good work. Right, that's it. We've landed at the restaurant. I told the guys I'm going to get this out of the way quickly before the food comes. See, Fraser doesn't, no one cares. We've had a good day though, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
So, a couple of hours of flying in today. Got some good altitude. I'll tell you about it later because we are all tired. We just quickly run in, had a shower. We've come out, got the beers, get the food ordered, and we're just going to enjoy each other's company, have a few beers and some food now. So, day 3, we're up to Levante, which is that cloudy mountain we came to on the Sunday that was raining.
If you haven't flown from here before, welcome to Levante. Take off on the mountain. The
Montecorto Ridge because it slopes down to the right, down to the village of Montecorto.
The guide today, basically, I've got an A-wing. That doesn't penetrate into a headwind very well. But the long and short of it is we are aiming for these two mountains first of all. Sorry, on the video, them two mountains, Twin Peaks. But we need about 3,500 foot above launch to get there. And then onto Monte Con. I'm not very good at these, I'll put it on the screen. And then you need the same altitude above that to get to the next ridge. But basically that's our XC triangle to play around in today. Landing spot is down there somewhere, but we've been told to basically bunch up, get ready to go. So that's one of the really experienced pilots, which means we're not going anywhere yet.
Still feels good, AJ, whenever you want.
Trying to get rid of me, ain't you, Al? Okay then, let's go. Okay, welcome to the bottom. So another 2 ticks in my pilot book, so another hour and another 1,000 foot gained. And then after I kind of got them, I thought, well, I'll head down, I could do with a drink and a sandwich. So headed down to the landing field. One of our other pilots came in just before me, but at the moment I'll show you. The sky is full of paragliders. Mainly we're using the lift from the hill today. There's small pockets of thermals which we can get some altitude, but nothing that really allowed us to push out. Just walking up to the patch of ground that is the landing patch. It slopes up quite heavily at the end. I didn't quite make it, very annoying. Let's see if Connor does. No, I think he's going to make the same mistake, I'm afraid. Oh, that wasn't actually Connor, that was Robert, come on. So that's it guys, we're at Pepe's Bar, the end of another day. We've just got a round of drinks for the boys and girls. We've all had another good day. And hopefully you've seen some footage of it already. I started doing some wing overs, probably very badly, but we'll get some more practice in tomorrow, but that was cool. I enjoyed that a lot. 2 more days of flying. Let's have a nice meal tonight and crack on again tomorrow. Oh, cheers. So, time for dinner. Another great day. Cheers, guys. Cheers. A pizza tonight, and then there is talk of maybe going for a little dance somewhere. We'll see how that works out.
Copy, Bennett.
Okay guys, you may have just seen my first landing, and it wasn't good. I tried to get another turn in, but there was very little wind on landing, which caught me out, but I was also making a late decision. But all's good and well, it's all part of the learning experience. We've just got Benedict lining up now. I've told him that the wind is 2 kilometers an hour on the ground, so expect an approach speed of around about 18 kilometers, and he's just coming in now, so let's get that. He's gone for the road and he's nailed it. Good landing. Some guys have managed to climb up above. And we had some initial climb on the right hand side where they call the washing machine bowl, which was good and we thought excellent. And then as soon as it came, it just disappeared and we plummeted. And I couldn't get over to here to get into that climb, but it's part of the game. It's all part of the learning. What a way to end a frustrating day. Top to bottom at first, the thermal cycles just weren't there, and when they started to arrive, got a good climb out on Levante. The guys started heading out. I was a little bit below them, so I wanted to climb out, and after that I just bombed and ended up at the bottom. The guys at Paragliding Guide did me a solid and took me back up to Levante for a third time, and I'm glad to say I managed to climb out in the evening thermals and finally make it to Twin Peaks. I don't know what the distance is. I'll put a little map on the screen or something like that.
You're flying better all the time.
You say that on video, thanks Nick. So Nick has just come and get me on the car. The van's gone to get the other guys.
You said you were going to give me a 50 for it.
Okay, cool, I'll pay you later. So there she is, Twin Peaks, made it from up, hang on, wait, Levante up there, and then tomorrow, well, let's see what it brings. So we've just pulled up by the side of the road, and it's Christian. He doesn't get in the taxis. He walked up to Levante for his second flight, and now he's walking back.
That's training the hike part of hike and fly.
Ah, see, I just do the fly part of fly. Okay, but super fit man. See you later. Evening, guys. So after that flight, you can see we've had some extra people join us. The crew is really quite large now. And where are we all going tomorrow?
The sky.
Oh, sorry, I'll do Vera's more. So where are we going, Vera? Ronda. So the weather should be perfect for us to get to Ronda tomorrow.
You need to get as high as possible. So the first stage of your flight is about patience and about climbing.
If you've got this far and you've got to Malabar, very important to climb. It's normally the best climbs of the day on the valley.
My last flying day will be back to where my first flying day was at Poniente. I'll flip the camera around in a second, but there's going to be a late thermal cycle coming through and the wind direction is good for some XC today. So that's what a lot of pilots are waiting for. Okay, I'm off.
Just let me do a wee check of you.
Yeah, go on.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I even put my helmet on for you. Yeah, of course.
Good. Well done.
Okay guys, you join me. I don't know where I am. So there's the ridge. I started off all the way over there. I flew down the ridge with a gaggle of pilots. You can see there's still a group of guys up there. Unfortunately, we lost a lift and I bombed out. And as you can see, this little space I'm in here looked like a half decent landing spot. Wind's coming from this direction. So there's my kit. That's where it landed. So I'll get all this, my heat protection off and my gloves, pack it all up, and I've got a hike back to the actual landing field. Look at this, guys. I've just come across a pack of wild horses. Isn't that amazing? Easy there, fellas. I think I'm going to get out of their paddock. Can't actually get out of their paddock. It's fairly heavy brush everywhere I go now. I just found a mountain water stream, so I've stuck my head in that, cooled down, and I'll continue my hike to the road. So that's the end of a week of paragliding with these lovely people here. Although my rucksack seems to be a bit weird shape. I don't know what's going on here. Let's just have a look. It's Vera! We've had a few beers, we've had a lovely meal, and apparently, finally, this poxy club's going to be open. So we're going to go and have a few, maybe a little dance, although I'm in shorts and a flip-flop, so don't see that working, but let's go. Good morning everyone. It is the Saturday, the week's done for me. That's my flying day over. Just back at base camp, the guys are in there now getting their briefing. I've got my obligatory t-shirt. I've had a fantastic week out here, really fantastic week. Done over 10 hours, learned tremendous amount about where I am as a pilot, where I want to go. My goals in the hobby have now changed. Because I feel that I've got to a level where I need to start doing some cross country and some waypoints, so my thought process will change and start to look at programming my computer for nav and waypoint challenges back at the club level, and also probably time for me to move off my Alpha onto my Epsilon. Maybe some changes to the harnesses in the near future, but not quite yet. But I've had a really good time with the guys at Paragliding Guide, and done a lot of flying with some really lovely people. This one's been my favourite trip so far. And there go the guys for another day of flying.